Hey Ben, how are you doing today?
I'm doing all right. How are you, Drew?
I'm doing well. Thanks for being able to meet with me. It's really been a pleasure working with Sprint, and this is just another step in the process. So I was looking on your LinkedIn, and it seems like you've
Mhm.
worked for a couple of different marketing um, departments, such as Procter and Gamble, Coke, and Nike. How was working at those places?
It was certainly a fast-paced, high-pressure environment. Not too unlike here at Sprint.
Yeah,
Uh, but yeah, it's what I enjoy doing, and wouldn't have been continued to do it if I didn't love it. So
yeah,
that's
exactly.
why I'm here.
Exactly. So, what brought you to Sprint? Just out of curiosity.
It was just needed a move. Had the opportunity to, I guess, move up the ladder, and now that I'm the chief marketing officer, I really get to work with a great team here, and I'm just really enjoying this role.
All right, that's great. So, kind of talking about Sprint, how's the merger going? Um,
Yeah, yeah, that's kind of the hot topic on everybody's mind right now. But yeah, we're still trying to get that through.
yeah,
Obviously, there has been some pushback with the FCC and some other agencies.
yeah,
And obviously, this is our second go around with this, trying to hopefully see if this one's going to be a little bit more successful.
yeah,
But
yeah.
yeah, we're working on it and trying to keep all the gears turning and all the plates spinning all at the same time. So
Yeah. So, do you all
that
think
goes
that
through.
it's a little better than the 2017 try, or is it kind of just in the same process?
Um, we're in the middle of it, so I guess it's going.
There you go. No, I definitely understand. Just work talking to different people in the organization. Everybody has their own take on it. So
Right.
uh,
Yeah.
it's definitely a stressful time just trying to figure out if it's going to go through or not and planning if it does and doesn't. So I definitely understand that. So to respect your time, are 30 minutes still good? Around 30 minutes?
Um, yeah, that should be good.
All right, perfect. I have an agenda that I would like to share with you, kind of just some things that I would like to go over and get accomplished in this meeting. I would like to share some things that I've noticed while working in your industry. I've worked with AT&T and Verizon, and I'd also like to share some information that I've gathered from different people at Sprint as well, just to confirm that all of that is true that I've gathered. I'd also like to discuss a couple different possible problem areas that you all are going in through, especially with the merger. I know that
Right.
problem can kind of be escalated during these times. And I'd also like to share what Gardener for CIOs is and different features that could be beneficial for you all during this time. Would that be okay?
That sounds like a plan.
All right. So before we get started with this, how are these types of decisions normally made at Sprint? Would you be making the decision, committee, or
Yeah, so I'm the chief marketing officer,
yeah,
but most of these decisions would fall under our chief information officer. So that would be Lynn Hudson.
yeah,
So she's usually the one that would be making these sorts of things. And I know that you've been talking to IT, right?
yes, yes?
Okay.
I've talked to Lee several times about this. So, would you consider yourself more of an influencer in that? Where is your role in this?
Um, well, I definitely think that our efforts would be benefited by um, something like this. So I guess that's kind of my role for the time being. Yeah.
Yeah, perfect, perfect. Well, I would like to share with some things that I've noticed, just different trends in your industry. The first one being not knowing how many customers are being lost in customer churn. Um,
Hmm.
the
Yeah.
second one being troubles improving IT for your employees to use, and the last one is kind of a hard time making these technological decisions and like which technologies to invest in. Are any of these problems that you see as the chief marketing officer?
Yeah. So obviously, with the customer churn, that's definitely a concern of ours here in marketing. So we're definitely looking to reduce that. And since you've been talking to IT, you have signed a non-disclosure agreement, correct?
Yes, I have. Yes, I have.
Okay, just formality. Need to make sure that that's
understand that.
Yeah. So yeah, this is definitely our number one thing. So with the merger and with our place in the marketplace, this is something that we're really trying to reduce. Something that we're really trying to really rein in. Mm-hmm. And so I guess just between us, they're leaving at 3 times the normal rate. And,
oh wow.
Yeah, that's not something that we're happy with, and we're wanting to stop that as soon as possible, or reduce that. So with that, I guess when it really comes down to brass tacks, the numbers look like they're projected to be a loss of about 500 million per year.
Yeah, I've gotten that information as well too.
Okay, yeah, with that. And we do have a team of about 40 individuals that are really, really crunching the numbers, figuring this out.
Yeah.
Just trying to stop the customer hemorrhaging.
Yeah, I definitely understand that. But also, what about some of the things? Sorry.
Well, one thing so we've got this team working on that, but at the same time, we really need them working on the merger. So we're trying to do 2 things at once with resources that are already kind of stretched thin. So that's kind of where we're at. So we're wanting to move the people that we already have onto something that's a little bit more important, but obviously we need our customers.
Yeah, no, I definitely understand what you're saying with that, and that's kind of the consensus. And actually, that was something that I was going to go over with you, just about some of the other things that I've learned as well. But that was one of the main issues, was that $500 million number. But what about some of the other things, such as improving the IT for your employees to use, especially during the merger?
Mm-hmm. There have been some situations where we feel like that this kind of IT purchase would definitely benefit us with the marketing, and we have some resources available to supply funding, but usually those decisions don't fall to me, but we do have some resources.
Yeah, definitely. So what did you say that those are kind of your main problems, or is there anything else along those lines that you all are struggling with right now?
I guess the second thing that we're trying to look at right now is understanding advertising effectiveness. So we're spending $100 million per year in direct mailing, and we live in a digital age, and unlike Google Analytics and all of these things that we can track and keep track of and really dive into those numbers, we're really concerned that this direct mailing is out of control. So we're thinking we kind of wonder if we may be overspending in direct mailing, possibly as high as 25% over what we should be. And we're not really sure if these direct mailers are resulting in sales, or if we really just need to divert those funds towards something that would be more effective.
Yeah. Did you say that was $100 million that you are losing in that?
That's spending.
Spending.
So we're
okay.
Investing. We're not losing it. We're investing it in direct mailing.
The problem is taking that $100 million and actually getting a gain on that investment, correct?
Right. So there's that gray area where we know this is what we're spending, but we know that we're also losing customers.
Yeah.
So we don't know if these things are actually being effective.
Yeah. So kind of in this time of the merger, what have you all done to try to fix that, especially with the mailing?
Um, so let's see, different. So what we're trying to do along with the merger to, I guess, I'm sorry, could you restate the question?
Oh yeah, yeah, perfect. What are you all doing right now for that mailing issue? Or do you all have a team working on specifically that, or
Um, I guess with the mailing and the merger going on, the mailing has really had to become back burner.
yeah,
So the merger is really kind of on the front of everyone's mind, and we haven't really been able to decide um, some of these things that are certainly important, but um, there's only so much you can direct your attention toward at once.
yeah, yeah? So I've talked to Lee about an EDW, which is something that you all have probably talked about. Do you have any more information of where you all stand on an EDW?
Um, I don't. So I guess if we time out, um, so speaking as myself outside of role play, I